In this lesson, we're going to take a look at using notes with Dradis. Now you can see here, I'm actually done with the installation of Dradis. And what I want to do now is I actually want to start it up. So I'm going to start it up with the start shell script. That's actually going to start up Ruby on Rails. You can see here, we've got Ruby on Rails. It's installed a certificate now. And at this point, what I want to do is I'm going to go over here to my web browser, and I want to go to localhost, but I want to go to port 3004. And here we've actually got a case where I've got to add an exception because of the self-signed certificate here. So I'm going to confirm my security exception. It's going to continue on. Here we've actually got the wizard that's going to get us going here. And what I need to do is I need to set up a password. And I want to create a new project. I'm not going to remember the password here. And now I actually have to create a username. The password was associated with the server. So I'm going to log in here with the username that I am creating at this point. And you can see it's a pretty blank setup here. Now, what I've got here is I've got a branch. You can see I've got the ability to add branches. I've got a branch that's just called Dradis Framework. And that's really where there are some documents to help you get going. What I want to do is actually want to delete that node because I don't need the Dradis Framework in its documentation. What I do want to do, though, is I want to add a branch, and I'm going to call it Pentest1. Now I've got this new branch where I can store documentation. Inside that branch, I'm going to add a note. And now I click Add Note, brings me to the note editor, and now I'm going to make a note about tasks to do. So I've talked about the things that I can import into Dradis and keep reports from different tools. This also works pretty well as a way to organize the tasks that are involved with the testing effort that you're doing. So 1, I want to scan a network. 2, I want to check for vulnerabilities. 3, I want to exploit vulnerabilities, and so on. Now I can save that, and you can see the note shows up here. And I've got the default category. You can see the note categories here. And if I bring up the different note categories, you would see the different things that showed up in each of those categories. What I want to do is add a category here, and I'm going to say scan results. And I'm going to use this category when I start importing things from Nessus or from Nmap as an example. So if I click on this here, it's going to show me the note. So this shows the note list in this pane here, and then over here it actually shows me the note. So that's how you would add notes with Dradis and some things you could actually use notes for. And coming up next, we'll take a look at importing data and the different types of scans we can import using Dradis.